Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to another episode segment of Swift Tips with SwiftTips. I am your host, Ebony Rose. I am the owner and CEO of SwiftTips. And this is the last segment of the month of July. We made it through another month. I get so excited when another month is completed. So before I get into anything, please like and share this video. I would greatly appreciate it. If you are new, welcome. We welcome you. If you are returning, we welcome you as well. To all of our loyal followers, all of our loyal supporters, those who have been liking and sharing and just spreading the word about different tips that we have been giving. We greatly appreciate you. So we're going to get right into it. As you all know, I have been doing this for a year and a half, I'll say, with the Swift Tips, with Swift Ties. And these are meant to be really short, really quick tips for you. But please do not ever feel like you cannot reach out to us to get more information on something, or to just talk about something that involves your business. If a topic strikes you, if a topic hits you where it needs to hit you, please reach out to us because we are always willing to help. I'm going to put up our email right now before I get started. Email us. You can go to our website and you can book your consultation. We are more than happy to help you, sit with you, and some of our services are going to be changing a little bit, just so that we can really help our clients get to where they need to be with social media, with content, and all of that stuff. So I just wanted to point that out really quick. We also have our podcast that is live every Monday at 9 a.m. It goes live on all podcast platforms as soon as the videos go live. So make sure you tune into those. If you're someone who likes to listen rather than watch, you can go on our podcast. Shout out to those who are listening right now on our podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. So yeah, thank you for all the support. We could not do this without all of the support that you all give us and all the feedback that you all give us. So thank you very much for that. All right, now we're going to get into our topic of the day, our last topic of the month. And this is kind of going deeper. We kind of talked about your brand, I believe, last year. If you are watching us on YouTube, I'll tag it somewhere on the screen. A video that's similar to what we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to be talking about what is your brand personality. A lot of us start businesses and we may not necessarily think about this until, we hear about it or we hear a tip about it. So what is your brand personality? And some may say, well, what is brand personality? And to make it short and sweet, just because of the timing of everything, if a person were to look at your brand, if your brand were a person, right? How would you or your customer describe your brand? How would they describe it? Do they see that you show up when you are posting stuff, whether it's a flyer, whether it's creating an event, whether it's creating a website? Can they look at it and say, oh, that was Swift Ties. Oh, that was Swift Ties. Oh, that was Swift Ties. So what is your brand personality? Okay, that's the things we want to think about when we think about our brand personality. Okay, and there is so much more that goes into a brand personality than a color palette or a logo. A brand personality is not just your color palette or your logo. It's so much more than that. So I'm going to go into some elements that kind of make up a brand so that you kind of get an idea of what you can start thinking about for when you think about, oh, what is my brand personality? And am I showing up the right way for my brand? And do others, like my customers, do they know what my brand personality is? So we're going to go into some elements that make up a brand. They're going to be scrolling across the bottom of the screen, but we're going to briefly talk about it a little bit. So briefly, a logo is part of your brand. Colors are part of your brand. Your marketing materials are part of your brand. Your voice, is part of your brand. Your social media presence. And I had a whole segment on this. I believe it was back in May. We talked about social media presence and how to stay relevant. Your mission statement. What are you all about? Are your values lining up with your customers' values? And all of that stuff. Customer experience. How are your customers viewing your brand? What are they saying? What is the feedback from your customers when it comes to your brand? All of that goes into the elements that make up your brand. It's not just the color palette, it's not just the logo, it's not just how pretty your website looks, but it's a whole bunch of things together. So we have to make sure we're keeping all of that in mind when we are putting ourselves out there. Marketing materials can include flyers, it could include videos, it could include reels, it could include anything to get the word out about products that you're coming out with. Um, Courses that you're coming out with, anything along those lines, anything that is promoting your business, promoting you, is part of your brand personality. And when you post all of this stuff, when you show your logo, when people go to your website and they see the colors, they see the logo, they see the marketing materials, they hear your voice, they hear your heart. They're watching if you're posting consistently and having your social media presence be consistent. They're reading your mission statement. Can they say, "Oh, that's Swift Ties. That is Swift Ties. I know this by the stuff they're putting out, the content that they're putting out." That you have to be known for that. You have to be personable. You have to have your own you have to have your own personality. And everyone is unique. Everyone that runs a business is unique. So that means that you have something else that someone else doesn't have that can make your business even more unique than the other business that has similar aspects to your business. But that will make your brand personality even more special because it's the person that's the owner that's shining through their brand, their company. So we always have to think about that when we posts. What is the meaning? What is the message that we're sending? Is it aligned with our values that we have personally and for our own business? We have to think about all of these things. So that is literally all I have for today. That is all I have for today. We could talk about this longer than 9 or 10 minutes, but we all know the Swift Tips with Swift Ties are short. So please reach out to us. Email us at info@swiftties.com if you have any questions, if there's something that I mentioned that you want to go deeper into. I am here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Go on our website, book your consultation, and let's talk about your brand. Let's talk about your content. Let's talk about how you show up. Let's talk about what things you can do differently. Let's talk about anything that you have a concern about. Let's talk about it. So book your free consultation. It's 30 minutes. It's on our website under appointments, and we will get you started. And based off of that consultation, we'll then map out a plan for you and see what we can do and have a content consult with you. And maybe that could be weekly with you or bi-weekly, however, whatever works for your schedule. We are here. So please reach out to us, info@swiftties.com. www.swiftties.com is our website, and our phone number is 860-689-1083. You can text us, you can message us on our website, on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you want. We are here Mondays at 9 a.m. and we cannot wait to hear from you. And we will see you next month in August. Get ready because August is always a good month. It's always a good month. So let's get ready and let's be prepared. And I will see you next week at 9 a.m. Mondays at 9 a.m. on all platforms, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. That's not all platforms, but those are the 3 platforms we're on and our podcast. So we'll see you then. Take care.